Good afternoon, everyone. SwanaSmartStore proposes a smart algorithm to provide reliable energy for customers and reduce their costs. The solution consists of two techniques. The first one is development of a smart method to manage the PV panel, battery, electrical loads, hot water system, and also control electricity trading between home and utility grid. The second one is customized system design. It means for each customer, based on the requirement and restriction, the system will be designed and optimal size of system components such as PV panel, battery, solar water heater will be determined. Next slide, please. To develop an efficient smart algorithm, we split the electrical load to three different types. The first one, critical loads, such as lighting, fridge, TV. Power supply of these loads has to be maintained under any circumstances. For example, when a power grid outage happens, the loads to be supplied by saved energy in the battery. The second one is non-critical loads, such as microwave and oven, can be powered off early in order to save additional battery runtime for critical loads. And the last one is flexible loads, such as geyser, air conditioner, washing machine. These loads can be controlled or shifted based on the availability of the grid and remained energy in the battery. As I mentioned before, our first solution to reduce the customer's cost and provide reliable energy is development of a smart power management. In this method, we use artificial intelligence techniques to predict the power generation and power consumptions. The predicted value gives a picture of future power surplus and power shortage, and based on this information, the algorithm will manage the loads and decide to save energy in the battery or trade with the utility grid. When there is surplus energy, as my colleague said, it can be delivered to hot water system and save the hot water to use in the meantime. Next slide, please. Another solution that we provide in SwanaSmartStore is customized system design. We design an optimal system based on the information, requirement, and restrictions of each customer's. Information such as utility consumption pattern, building type, income level, and the number of persons in each family. Requirements such as supplying energy for a special device, for example, an electrical car, or a good example for restriction is demand peak reductions. And based on all of these informations, we will determine the optimal size of main components of the system. For example, PV panel, optimal size of PV panel, battery, and solar water heater. To show the performance of SwanaSmartStore solution, we have developed a smart algorithm for low-income family, a 4-person low-income family, and we have simulated the system for 2 cases. Case 1 is grid only. In this case, we assume that the electrical loads of this house are only supplied by utility grid. And the case 2 is using of SwanaSmartStore solutions and use PV and battery to supply electrical uh, loads and solar catcher to supply hot water demands of customer. We have designed the system based on the customer's informations and restriction, and you can see the optimal size and system cost of the case study in the bottom left graph. As you can see, the standard size of PV is 2 panels, battery is 2600 watt hour, and one solar catcher with 28 liter capacity to supply the hot water demands. The initial cost and total cost is shown in the picture, and result shows that in the case 1, in the first case, power outage for customers is near 3%, but using of SwanaSmart solution can reduce the power outage to less than 0.1%, and it shows the solutions can provide reliable energy for the customers. Also, as it's shown in the bottom middle chart, the system can decrease the electricity bill of customers about 60%, and provide the more affordable energy for low-income customers. On the other hand, you can see the electrical power consumption in the top right chart. Blue one shows the electrical usage from the grid in case 1, and the yellow one is the electrical usage when the customers use SwanaSmartStore solutions. The most important benefit for the utility provider is that the system reduced the peak hour consumption more than 65%. So the smart store solution can provide a reliable, affordable energy and also reduce the peak hour consumptions that is very important for utility provider. Thank you for your attention.